Speaking of which, on with the 1991 World 500cc motocross. Round 9, REUTLINGEN in Germany. And this has surely got to be the most novel introduction we've seen so far in the Grand Prix scene to the riders. These little mini bikes leading the parade out. And there goes the British flag, soon to be on a Kawasaki. Meanwhile, Georges Jobe, number 14, on top of the world at the moment, but with 4 rounds to go, looks like he's feeling the pressure. Thoughtful mood there from George. And in complete contrast, we go to KTM's Jacky Martens, second in the table at the moment, 13 points behind, still in with a chance. Billy Lyles, Bartolini and Jobe on the left-hand side of the line. But look, there's Dave Thorpe right over on the right. Perhaps he knows something that they don't. So ready now, the gate just about to drop, and they're away. And we see they come across, immediately you see the problem with this track, the dust flies as they go with that first section. It looks like tarmac, very hard. Jobe looks to be away up the hill into the dust. Sharp left hand at the top, and they come back into our sight. So it's Jobe, Gherkin's there, number 3, Whately 55 on the inside, Thorpe tucked in behind him, 6 is Lyles, and the riders jostling for position there. As you can see, a very hard track here, the dust certainly a problem. One rider going very wide at that corner. And as they come round on the first lap, it's Banks in the lead. Jobe second place. There goes Whately, and Gherkin's really flying hard that jump. Thorpe and Lyles just tucked in behind him, and the field stringing out. 2 Kawasaki's almost colliding. Bartolini going through. Malin obviously suffering in that first lap. Over the jumps, way behind the field, back end steps out. So Jobe in the lead. There's Mark Banks himself. 55 is Whately, 5 is Thorpe, 6 is Lyles, 3 is Gherkins. So already these two pulling out in the first lap. Jobe going through, Whately, Banks still there, but Thorpe on the outside of Banks as they're going. Look at the stones on that track. Now that has got to be a problem for these riders. Imagine getting stuck behind the rear wheel of one of those machines with the stones flying up in your face. So Jobe looks to be almost like a concrete surface as he goes through there. Whately, Thorpe in the third now. And Whately, you see there, got off the berm and he's gone wide. He's lost it to Thorpe, so Thorpe looks to be up in the second place. Lyles, you see back there, number 6 in fourth. Just see how difficult it is for these riders. Once they step off the line, Jem Whately obviously suffering from that as they went round that corner. So Thorpe down the hill. Whately, the Kawasaki, Action Workshop Kawasaki on Thorpe's tail. And Banks looks to be going down the field. That's Wheeler behind him. Bartolini once more on the Husserberg. 46 going through is Smets. Number 3 is Gherkins. Gherkins, you see the back end stepping out there. So 14, Jobe, back with the race leader. 5 is Thorpe up in the second place. And there's Lyles, number 6. Just look at the state of that track. Very hard polished on these bends, lots of loose stones. And there's Whately, looks to be down in about 4th place at the moment. So there we go, Jobe takes the first leg win. Second place man, Dave Thorpe. 3rd spot, Lyles. So here we see the sun-drenched German crowd waiting anxiously for the second leg. Lyles once more on the left-hand side of the gate. Whately there with him. Also number 4, Jacky Martens. So gate ready to go down on the second heat. 30-second board up, 5 seconds. Gate just about to drop. And here we go. And you can hear the riders away. And look at that official crowding from the dust. And Thorpe right on the right-hand side of the gate again. Looks like he's got the whole shot away. Can't quite see. Looks to be Thorpe going to the top. Couple of riders down there in the dust. And here it is, Thorpe with the whole shot. Dave Thorpe leading the pack. Whately there as well, looks to be Whately. And it looks like the Husserberg. Bartolini there around about 4th place. The riders stringing out in his first lap, you see. Very tight and dusty there. So Thorpe it is in the lead, Whately in second place. So 2 Kawasaki's. 3rd place man coming through, and it's Bartolini on the 4-stroke. Jobe tucked in behind him, championship leader. Next man through, number 4, Jacky Martens on the KTM. Thorpe out in front. Really proving the mastery of the loose stuff on this track. Foot stabbing the ground as he goes past there. So Thorpe out in front at the end of the first lap. Whately there in second place, getting some encouragement from his pit crew. Looking back, who's in third? There we go, Jobe in third, Martins fourth. Where's Bartolini on the 4-stroke? Looking for the 4-stroke rider. 27, Carl Salzer going through. That'll be popular with the crowd. We can hear the 4-stroke coming through behind us. There he is, Bartolini, the Italian, on the 4-stroke. And the rest of the field streaming through. 7's Van der Ven, 6 is Lyles there, further down the field than we've expected. 9 is Lundqvist. So the field streaming through at this, the end of the first lap. As you can see, the dust rising. Thorpe out in front, a long leap down the hill. Looks to be pulling away from the crowd at the moment. Bit of loose stuff on the corner there, looking back for second place man, and it's Whately still on the Kawasaki. Jobe tight on his tail low. Next man coming through, Jacky Martens on the KTM. We're looking back, there's Bartolini. Bartolini, the popular Italian rider on a 4-stroke. And the American-Belgian himself, Billy Lyles on the Kawasaki. So there's Thorpe out in front. Number 5, Dave Thorpe on the Kawasaki, away up the hill once more, on his own at the moment. Smooth start as he flicks the back end round into that turn. Leg out, ready to stab the ground. Away into this tight chicane here in front of us. Loose stuff before he turns left. Around out of our sight. Next man through, Jem Whately. 500cc Action Workshop Kawasaki. Looking back, next man through, Jacky Martens on the KTM. Good season for this Martens. And there's Cole Salter, 27, going through. Bartolini, the Italian, Lyles and Jobe having some problems there. Not looking a very happy man, watching those World Championship points slip away. Trying to start the bike, looks across the track, and there's his wife. Not a happy day for the Jobes, I'm afraid. And there's Paul Malin up on the pegs as well, obviously suffering from machine problems. Riders cruising past him. So meanwhile, Dave Thorpe, Martens, Whately going through. Whately looks like he's got a puncture there. Rear wheel hanging off the rim. So Thorpe takes a checkered flag. Look at that. There's one delighted looking man. Second place man, we're looking back. Lyles further down the field. It's Martens in second place. Jacky Martens. Lyles apparently suffering shock problems further down the field. 27 Cole Salter. So that'll please the German crowd, and they're looking very pleased there. And who won the scrap for fourth place? And it's Whately from Bartolini.